Today we are going to read Be the Best of Whatever You Are. You are watching Compare Education Pakistan and I am Hamza Anwar. So first we will do some word meanings. Scrub. It means chote drakht ya jariya. Chota kamtar. Rill. It means nadi ya nala. Bush means jari. Happier. ज़्यादा खुश. Liveliest. जिंदा दिल. बास. एक किस्म की मछली. Lake means झील. Crew means अमला. A trail. A trail means एक पगडंडी. Be the best means बेहतरीन बने. Whatever जो भी मस्की. नीज़ा मछली. In this poem, Douglas Malloch shares an encouraging message for readers of all ages. Although we don't all hold prestigious jobs, we can all be the best at who we are. Our position in life doesn't make us more or less valuable. The beauty of this world is shown when each person does what he has been called to do and does it with great pride. When we measure our success by the standards of this world, many of us will feel as though we've fallen short. Douglas Malloch reminds us that success is measured by being the best at whoever you are. Like many, he came from humble roots, but he used his gift of writing to touch the lives of many people. So let's start reading. I have also translated it in Urdu for your convenience. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub by the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. The poem starts by giving examples of nature. The poet says that if you can't be a pine tree standing tall on the top of the hill, then that doesn't mean you are not worthy enough to be a part of the forest. You can always be the best scrub in the valley beside the rill, which is known as rivulet, making the valley beautiful. The tall pine trees may form large forest, but without scrub by the side of the stream, the valley would lose its charm. So, at least be the best scrub if not a pine tree. He is trying to say that be the best employee if you can't be the boss. He further adds that if you can't be as strong as a tree, then at least be a bush. So here is the Urdu translation of this paragraph. Let's continue. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a bush, be a bit of the grass, and some highway happier make. If you can't be a muskie, then just be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the lake. Here, he again says that if we can't be a bush, then be a tuft or grass, because a bit of grass along the highways can also make it prettier and happier. He then moves another aspects of nature to prove his point. He says that if you can't be a muskie, common name of muskellunge fish, a relatively uncommon and rare freshwater fish native to North America, be a bass, an edible fish, but the liveliest bass in the lake. The muskie may be precious and hard to catch, but they aren't favorites of the locals. We can't all be captains. We've got to be crew. There's something for all of us here. There's big work to do and there's lesser to do. And the task you must do is the near. Douglas Malloch wants us to be happy and optimistic. He says that if we can't be the captain of the ship, we can be the crew. A captain alone can't sail through the seas. He wants us to know that there is always something for us and we should be proud whatever we are. He explains that in this society, every work has its own importance and no work is to be ashamed of. What would happen if everyone wants to be a doctor or a businessman? Who would look after the smaller jobs of the society? There would be no one to keep our roads clean, there would be no one to mend our shoes, so he explains that we should do the task which is at hand rather than running towards bigger tasks as every job needs to be completed. You can pause the video if you want to read the Urdu translation. If you can't be a highway, then just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. In the last stanza, he further adds that if we can't be a highway, we can always be a narrow pathway. Some of the most beautiful parts of the nature are led by trails, not by highways. He further adds that if we can't be the gigantic sun, we should be a twinkling star. He says that size doesn't matter. Your success will depend only on how good you are at it and if you are making noticeable contribution to the society. The poet concludes the poem reiterating that what matters is whether you are the best in your field. So that was it for today's lesson. Subscribe our channel Computer Education Pakistan. Like this video if you enjoyed and don't forget to press the bell icon so you can get our latest notifications. Allah Hafiz.